Hey, welcome back to another almost Gary Brown Forging On. This is more of this is actually my eight week update on my rotator cuff surgery. I didn't do one of 7 because nothing much had changed between 6 and 7, and really the only thing changed between 6 and 8 is I've gone to my post-op visit with my doctor, and all he did was had me raise my arms up, which, let's see if it'll show up here, but that's, yeah, I mean, I can just do whatever. That's it for this one right now. But therapy's going good. He also had me stretch out, put my thumbs down, and push up lightly against his hand. You can see I'm just I'm just shrugging my shoulder. But I'm doing my therapy. And physical therapies, they're started more active physical therapy, and so they've started introducing some 1 pound and 2 pound weights. I use these rubber strips they cut off. They had yellow then red's a little tighter to do certain exercises, and they also had me on a machine when I go into physical therapy where it's like a bicycle machine, but you just row with your arm. And then also they started this past last visit. They actually had me do some pull downs with some weights, but I had to keep the shoulder still. It was just strictly pulling down tricep kind of stuff. But I asked the doctor if it's true. It's going to take 6 months for those tendons to actually heal to the bone. And I thought I heard somebody say that they reattach the tendon in a different spot, but he said no, they reattach them in the spot they tore away from. But he said my tears were so bad it could take 8 months for the tendons to heal to the bone, which was not good news. And it's going to be, like I said, a year of therapy, so I probably won't do a whole lot more of these just because it's just going to be progress of how much I could do with my arm. But I'm getting stronger with it. I just can't reach out. I have to use my hand. I can reach out if I help it, but do it on my own, it just isn't there. But it's getting there. But you'll see even in some of these videos I'm making, I use it like when I was taking some steel wool to this old hickory knife I'm restoring. I use the steel wool, and you'll see me using my right hand scrubbing it, but everything's pretty much down here. I couldn't reach up and rub anything or do any kind of effort. Even if I'm laying in bed and try to reach up for a nightlight, if I reach over this arm, it just hurts. And still not sleeping well. I mean, back in the bed, I'm out of the recliner, I'm out of the sling, all that. I took all those stuff off at 6 weeks. I went back to bed at 6 weeks. But there's times I can get a spot where I'm comfortable and I'll sleep good for so many hours. Then I might wake up and I'm totally just in pain because I slept some weird way. So anyway, we'll just see how this goes, and hopefully I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and it'll progress. Just wanted to give a quick update, short and sweet. And I'll still be making some videos. I gotta get back to my forging with my left hand. Just practicing with that. It's gotten a lot colder. The past 2 weeks it went from 80s, 70, 80, 90 degrees, and this morning it was 31, and it's about 38, 39 degrees Fahrenheit here in the shop. So with that, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll get back with you later. And if you have any questions about rotator cuff surgery, the therapy, anything you want to talk about, if you want me to link the video I watched, if you're into watching them, I watched a video. You can just do a search on YouTube on rotator cuff surgeries, and you actually, one of them was like 4 or 5 years old, but it called it a new technique, and that's what I watched, and that's what they did to my shoulder. Except in that video was a lady having 1 tendon attached back with an anchor, and I had to have 2 tendons attached back, plus I had to have one, I already mentioned before, where it split down the middle of the head. I had to stitch all that up and then anchor it down. So anyway, if you want to see it, I can link that below. If you're squeamish about seeing them, take a scalpel and cut and probe and all that, because they show everything. So if that's kind of not your thing, that's fine too. But if you want to see it, just let me know. I'll go find it and link it. And if not, I hope if you're watching this because you're going through rotator cuff surgery, just hang in there. Don't push it, because if you tear it loose, you gotta go back into surgery and start all over again. So just do what the therapist tell you, the physical therapist tell you, what the doctor tells you, and you're in it for the long haul. The physical therapist said, because between the shoulder, hip replacement, knee replacements, this is probably the worst. I don't think it's pain-wise probably the worst, but it's the worst because it takes so long. And because I'm going to be probably 4 months in physical therapy, and then it's going to take up to a year before I can get, and they're hoping 90-95% of the use of my arm back. So maybe I can get 100%, but they can't guarantee it. So they won't, tell me I'm going to get it all back yet. But I'll try for 100%. We'll see. I think hip and knees probably are more painful for a shorter period of time, and your therapy's probably, I guess, shorter. I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I have my hip replaced and both my knees replaced. Those are next on the list. So this could be the Gary Brown recovery from joint problems. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.